to my YouTube channel. It's your girl Ari J, that's J-A-Y. And in today's video, I'm going to be telling you guys my story and my breast reduction experience. But before we get into the video, please like this video, subscribe to my channel, and turn on that little notification bell so that you never miss another upload. Because like I always say, I will be uploading many more videos and you're not gonna wanna miss those. With that being said, let's just get straight into this video. So we're gonna start from the very beginning. I'm gonna try to make this as short as possible. We'll see. So in the beginning, God made man. No, the first time I noticed that I had bigger boobs was in middle school. And when I say middle school, I mean like 6th, 7th grade. I had like double D's. In middle school. You can ask my husband, he never lets me forget it. And I always had the same back pain, like on this right side of my shoulder, on the back right up top. And I was told from my doctors that it was because I was carrying too many books in my book bag, and I just needed to like not, or like carry it on 2 straps, maybe use a rolly book bag. Tried all of that, still had the same back pain. All the way through high school. I was a triple D in high school, up until when I decided to start asking about a reduction. I was an F. Now, I don't know if I should be saying this, but my mom also had a reduction. Sorry y'all, my incisions itch all the time. My mom also had a breast reduction when I was in middle school, so I knew that, you know, bigger boobs ran in the family. Somebody else was gonna have to have a reduction. It just happened to be me. So yeah. Anyway, so I decided to ask about a breast reduction in 2020. Usually I was told that it would take a lot to get like a referral to a plastic surgeon, at least from like a military doctor. I was told you would have to like keep complaining about it, keep calling, talk about back pain. I just had to call her once. Maybe it's because of the pandemic and they weren't seeing people in person, so she was like, let me just give her this. But yeah, I only had to call her once, and she gave me a referral to a plastic surgeon. And she also gave me a referral to a physical therapist because she's smart. She knew that my insurance would ask if I had tried physical therapy. So I did physical therapy for 6 weeks. When that 6 weeks was up, well, while I was still in physical therapy, I did have a consultation for my breast reduction with a plastic surgeon. And basically during that time, he kind of just, it was weird, y'all. It was just me and this old man in the room, my plastic surgeon, Dr. Daniel Allen, in Las Cruces, New Mexico. But yeah, so I took pictures of my boobs. I was like naked from top up. And it was like a mug shot for my boobs. So I had to like stand forward. I think my hands were on my hips or something like that. So I had to like stand forward. He took a picture, and then I stood to the side. He took a picture, stood to the other side. He took a picture, and then he like touched my boobs. So he was like, cause my boobs, they were an F, so they weren't like sitting up here. They were down here, y'all. So he like picked them up, and he was like, well, your nipple's supposed to be here. And it's not. So what we're gonna do is, and he like pushed my boob up, showed me where the nipple would be. And I had like huge areolas that took over my entire boob pretty much. So he was like, yeah, we're gonna make these significantly smaller. And I told him that I wanted to be, he asked me what size I wanted to be. And I wanted to be like a C or like a small D, somewhere in that range. He was like, yeah, we'll see what we can do, blah, 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 whatever. And then I waited for a month to get confirmation from my, from my insurance that I was approved for surgery, because the plastic surgeon had to then go to my insurance and report my weight, my height, the size of my boobs, where I wanted to go with my boobs, and then my insurance had to decide whether or not they were willing to pay for it. So it was about a month in between my consultation in December 2020 and hearing back from my insurance that it got approved in like the end of January, middle of January 2021 is when I found out that insurance would cover my entire procedure. And then my doctor called me back and I scheduled my actual surgery for like a month later. On February 9th is when I had my surgery, 2021. And before that, there was like blood tests. I had to get tested for COVID 3 days before. Yeah, it was a lot just to get this surgery, but it was definitely worth it. So we're gonna go into the day of. My husband was not allowed to come into the hospital with me before my surgery. So the day of, I went in, they took me to the back, got me changed up into my clothes. This is a picture of me in my like get up, I guess, with my little surgery cap on or whatever before they took me to the back. And that's where they did my like IV. That's a picture of my IV. And they ran like fluids through me and stuff to keep me calm before surgery. And then I met with like an anesthesiologist to let me know exactly what he was going to be doing and that he would be there the entire time. He even told me like what they were going to do while I was asleep. He was like, I don't want there to be any surprises when you wake up. This is what's going to happen once we put you out. So I got trached while I was in surgery, which is basically they put a tube down my throat to breathe for me, I guess, during surgery, but they took it out before I got up. Before I woke up. I felt the pain from the trach days later, but I never saw it. And then my actual surgeon came in, Dr. Allen, and he drew on me, measured out what my areolas would look like, how far up he was going to lift it. He marked my middle, so he knew to make my boobs kind of like center and where my nipples were going to be. Because at first my nipples kind of went like that. Now they're like this. Like my nipples are here now, before they were like there. So yeah, he came and marked all of that up, and then they gave me this drug right before surgery that made me feel drunk. And all I can remember is them taking me to the operation room, getting up from the bed and getting onto the operation table. And then I remember having to put my arms out, and they like strapped my arms down. And then after that, I don't remember anything. I just remember like waking up and hearing the lady on the phone with my husband telling him that I was out of surgery. And then I had to stay overnight. Most surgeons do not keep their patients for breast reductions overnight. It's usually like a day surgery and then you get sent home the same day. My mom got sent home the same day, but my surgeon is one of those surgeons who keep you overnight to monitor you and all of that kind of stuff. And I still had drains in. So yeah, I stayed overnight. I was very, very nauseous. I did eat dinner at like 8 maybe, and then I got up at like 3 o'clock in the morning to wash myself, and all of that came up. I was super, super dizzy. I threw up everything. I couldn't keep anything down after that, or that night at least. I couldn't keep anything down. I was just in the bed, y'all. I was just asleep. I was in and out. There were nurses coming in every like couple hours to give me pain meds, check my vitals. I was still on an IV drip of like morphine and some other pain medicine. I was on oxygen still. Yeah. And then the next day, my husband was able to come in during visiting hours, which I didn't think they were going to let him do because of COVID, but he was able to come in during visiting hours and sit with me until I was released that day. February 10th is when I went home. And right before I went home, y'all, I still had these drains. I never looked at the drains. I didn't know they were there because I was like wrapped up in these ace bandages everywhere. I didn't see my boobs at all. I hadn't seen them before that. So when my surgeon came in to like change my bandages and whatever, I didn't know what it looked like. So I was like standing up, he took the bandages off, and then I didn't know I had drains. He pulled the drains out. Y'all, I'm standing there, awake, fully awake, just standing there. And I had drains here. It was like tubes that came from both boobs, and then it came into this big old like grenade looking like drain, and then I had another drain coming out of the side of this boob. So he pulled that drain out. I'm standing there, y'all. He pulled the drain out, and then he pulled these drains out, and I just feel like warm blood hit my stomach. And I didn't look at it because I don't do blood. But I felt it, y'all, and I got so dizzy. Like, I was about to pass out. I'm like, I'm about to pass. I had to tell him, like, I'm gonna pass out. I need to sit down. He freaking out. He the doctor, y'all, and he freaking out, talking about telling Kenneth, go get a nurse, go get a nurse. She feels like she's about to pass out. I was like, I just need to sit down. Like, I did not expect him to snatch drains out of me. It felt, I didn't look at it, I didn't see it happen, but I felt it happen, and it felt so wrong. Like, it just felt wrong, okay? Anyway, that was the first time Kenneth saw my boobs. I still hadn't looked at them because I didn't want to see all of that, but Kenneth saw them. So when I got home, I had to take a shower and all that. I could not bathe myself, y'all. Kenneth bathed me for, I want to say 2-3 weeks. After two or three weeks after surgery, Kenneth was like, shower. I just stood in the shower like, he was like, turn this way, turn that way. And he was like washing me, like in sickness and in health. That's marriage, y'all, okay? He was changing bandages. I mean, leaky boobs, drainage. He changed it. My left nipple looks like a circus tent. Like, it kind of looked like my boob has a boob. Like, it's inflated, and it still is. I don't think it's going down. Like, my nipple is just, because I had really big boobs and really huge areolas and huger nipples, so putting my regular nipples on smaller boobs looks weird. So I have like this big nipple. It's not like areola big, like it's about, my nipples are about this big. My nipple itself comes out, it's like 3D in your face. And then this nipple, they were applied differently. This one looks like he sewed it on top, and this one looks like he kind of tucked it in underneath the skin and then sewed. So this one is a little flatter. But this nipple, out of nowhere, the skin started peeling off. So there was like at one point no skin on my nipple. It was just a pink nipple, and it was like bleeding, all this kind of stuff. And it's still that way a little bit, like today. But there's a little bit of color that came back. It still got some pink spots, still some scat. Like, it's going through a lot. My boobs are going through a lot right now, and they have been for, it's about a month past, a month post-op. I have a lot of movement back. Like, I can lift my arms straight up, sideways. I'm bathing myself now. I can make my own food, kind of. I'm still not cooking. I can dress myself, put my own socks on. I still can't bend at the waist, like straight down at the waist. For some reason, it just really, really hurts to bend straight down at the waist. My stitches, my stitches are gone. I had my stitches in longer than they were supposed to, so taking them out hurt, y'all. It was painful. Yeah, the incisions still itch. I'm definitely gonna scar. Like, there was no doubt that I was gonna scar. So I was they cut down from my nipple, and then they came all, it's like a smiley face, or like, you know how you see the dog noses on cartoons? It's like that. So it comes down like this, and then it comes all the way around. So the incision stops here on this side and here on this side. I'm able to wear like a sports bra, or like bras with no underwire. I can't wear bras with wiring on it. He said at least for like a year. So, which is fine because my boobs are kind of supporting themselves at the moment. Like I told y'all, I was an F before the surgery. I don't know my official size yet because everything is still changing. It's still a little bit of swollen in some areas. Really excited because I haven't had any back pain since surgery. This has not hurt at all. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys some pictures. Be warned, these pictures are a little bit graphic, not too graphic, like not during surgery graphic, but it's like post-op graphic. This first picture I'm going to show you guys is the drain that was on this side is going to be somewhere on the screen. You can kind of see like the stitches, and as you can see, he pulled that drain out after surgery, so he wasn't able to like stitch it up. So it's like open. That's the inside of my body coming out on the side there. And then this picture, I'm gonna cover up my nipple. Obviously, I really wish I could show y'all my nipples because it's bizarre. Like I don't even look at my own nipples often because these are not nipples, y'all. Something's wrong. It's nothing wrong, but for real, like these nipples are weird. So I'm obviously gonna blur out my nipple, but this is my left boob, and you can see that drainage on the side again, and then you can see how the stitch comes down from my nipple and under. And then this is my left nipple, or my left boob. I'm gonna cover up my nipple is what I was trying to say. And you can see how it comes down and over, and you can see the drain that he pulled out on my left boob. And then I'm gonna give y'all some befores, and then I'm gonna show y'all my boobs now. Okay, so this is one of the best pictures I have to show y'all how much character my boobs had, how much space they took up in a room. Those were F's. And they fluctuated between like a triple D and an F. So this looks like an F kind of day. Yeah, that's my size F bra that I'm wearing. So yeah, I was an F that day. So that's the biggest my boobs ever got or felt. And as y'all can see, there's still like some boob up here that's not in the bra. So they were definitely bigger than an F. And then this video I'm gonna try to put on here is my boobs in a triple D bra. And I know y'all saw how big those were. All right, so I'm gonna show you guys my boobs now. I'm not gonna flash y'all, like I'm not pulling my actual titty out. I have boob out, sorry. I have a sports bra on, so I'm just gonna give y'all like a peripheral view. So these are my boobs now. And as you can see, still got my stomach. But they're a lot smaller than what I showed you in the picture. Because in the picture, my boobs took over for my stomach. It made my stomach look smaller. So this was my breast reduction story time. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Make sure you subscribe to my channel and like this video. Also make sure you share this video with anyone who is thinking about having a breast reduction, or if you know someone and you just want to share my knowledge with them, go ahead and do that. I would really appreciate that. That's the point of my channel, is to help people out. So if this video can help anybody else, go ahead and send it to them, and comment. You guys, comment. Whatever you want. Just don't be mean, because I'm gonna be mean back. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.